Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Happy New Year. We start 2023 with a bang, and the first content of 2023 is of course UFC 283, which goes down in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro on Sunday, January 22nd, of course depending on when you live. The main event headlined by Teixeira versus Jamal Hill for the light heavyweight title. So let's go through the main card in this, of course, in this event. Kicking off the main card, we have Paul Krieg against Johnny Walker. Of course, this fight is gonna be, I think, it's gonna be a very interesting fight. Johnny Walker will be fighting at his hometown in Brazil. Can Paul Krieg call the upset? I don't think so. I'll go for a decision, but I think Johnny Walker wins this fight via decision. Moving on to the next fight, another interesting fight, a women's flyweight bout between Lauren Murphy from the United States and Jessica Andrade, however you like to call it, from Brazil. I think Jessica will just have too much for Lauren. Maybe a decision, but I can also see a finish from Jessica. I think Jessica Andrade wins this fight. Yeah, comfortably. Moving on to the people's main event, Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny. Again, very interesting fight in the welterweight division. For me, Gilbert Burns is one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. He is a savage. Coming up against Neil Magny, of course, both these fighters have lost their previous fights against two killers in Khamzat Chimaev and I believe Shavkat Rakhmonov. Gilbert lost to Khamzat and Neil lost to Shavkat, two of the very best in the division. So how I see this fight playing out, I think Gilbert wins this fight, to be honest. I think Gilbert Burns comes out strong in the first round, wins the first round, and maybe finishes Neil Magny, I don't know, via knockout in the second round. So I go with Gilbert Burns to win this fight. Now we come to the title fights. The co-main event, Davison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno. The fourth fight between these two killers. Of course, these two fighters are the best in the flyweight division. That's why they keep on fighting each other again and again. We need a contender in this division. So will this fight settle the deal? I think it's gonna be a very interesting fight. Figueiredo Moreno, it's just gonna be another classic, just like the previous fights. But I think this time Brandon Moreno defeats Davison Figueiredo. I don't know, maybe via unanimous decision. I think it's gonna be close, or maybe in the fifth round or something like that. A fifth round finish. I can also anticipate that, but I think it's gonna be a very interesting fight. The interim champ, of course, Brandon Moreno at the moment is the interim champ, and Davison Figueiredo is the official champion of the flyweight division. But I think after this fight, we're having a new champion in Brandon Moreno. Moving on to the main event. I hope this main event goes through because I'm hearing some rumors that Glover might pull out due to injury or something like that. Maybe we could see Anthony Smith in this main event, sorry. I think if this fight goes down, Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill, I think Glover will win this fight, to be honest. I think Glover is a very good fighter, don't get me wrong. He's well-rounded, good ground game, good striking, just an amazing fighter. Don't get me wrong, Jamal Hill is also very good, but I feel like he's not well-rounded. I mean, he could get caught in the wrestling department. And he didn't look very dominant against some of the light heavyweights, top contenders. So to round up, I think Glover Teixeira retains the light heavyweight title. Brandon Moreno wins in the co-main event. Gilbert Burns, Jessica Andrade, and Johnny Walker. So I believe all the Brazilians in the main card will win, except this flyweight title. Brandon Moreno spoils the party. Thank you very much. We start off the new year with a bang, and click the like button and comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so for further content. Peace. See you in the next video.